What is your perspective in life? And perspective is what life is about. It is amazing how in every single situation there is a different perspective from every single person. Everybody sees a situation differently because of what they've gone through, because of what they've experienced, because of the thoughts, because of what they know, because of what they don't know. And that is true in your life. We have the ability to look at life in so many different angles of perspective. It's like being on that mountain. When you're up there and you're all to yourself and you can feel the wind and you can see the beauty of nature, all of a sudden those little teeny things which have been nagging at you, eating at you, trying to discourage you, become so small and insignificant. And when you realize that, then you have the power to put them away. They don't control you. Those thoughts, those discouragements, even the thoughts of, am I really making a difference here in this life? I don't see what difference I am making, and I really don't think I am. Do not be fooled. Absolutely do not be fooled. Back it up and project yourself a little bit further down the road of life and realize that you matter. Realize that your contribution, whether it is small, will make an enormous difference. It will change people's lives. Yes, your life matters, and there are people who are counting on you. You may not know them yet. You may not even realize that one simple act of kindness changed somebody's life. We don't always see that part. And if we could, I think it would empower us to do more and more and more. But I know that it's true. And when you realize that your life matters and that you can make a difference, and that you can make a difference in the positive light, just as you can make a difference on the negative side. It goes both ways. It's both that heavy blessing or that heavy curse. Realize that every single thing you do counts. Every single thing. And if you can't see it clearly at the moment, walk up that mountain in your mind. Breathe. Look down and realize, wow, this life, there is so much more to it than I can even imagine. I had no idea that this was there in my life. I had no idea. But when I back up and look at it, wow, I can see relationships that I have. I can see happiness that I have been able to give to somebody. I can see that caring touch, that caring hand when I, just bent down and helped somebody. Look at it, realize it, acknowledge it, and make it real. Look at life through the perspective of the higher way of living. It's interesting, some eagles, they fly high, and they fly in those mountains. And though they fly, they may not realize that there is so much below them. They're always up there. And some of these eagles are called Catskill eagles. And they fly higher than most. And they see life differently than most. And they see those eagles and those birds beneath them. There is so much to see in this life. There is so much to experience. And when you get out of the nitty-gritty, petty things, the insignificant hurt feelings, the insignificant thoughts that weigh you down, and you back up and realize, wow, I have an amazing life that I can partake of. Look at life that way. And when you do, those tough moments, you'll be able to back up and say, well, I can get through this. I can at least see where it's going to end eventually. I'm going to make it in there. I can see that though I'm on this road right now and it seems like it's going nowhere, I can see that it's winding, but it does end somewhere. And it ends where you want it to. It ends on that higher note. It ends on that higher perspective of life. When you're going up that mountain, they make it in that zigzag pattern, and you think that it will never end. You'll never get to the top. and you're going one way and then you go another way and it seems daunting. When you look down and you realize, wow, I am really changing. I am really going somewhere. I didn't realize how much I've changed, how far I've come. Stop sometimes and look at life. Look at what you are doing, those goals that you have set to make yourself better. And if you think that they're not working, stop and look back to see where you started. And if it's not as far as you want, then change your pace. But if you stop and realize that you have made significant effort and you are making that change, then don't be discouraged. Absolutely don't be discouraged. Those hard points in your education where you don't get that concept, where you think it's never going to end, and you see no need or reason for what you're learning, back up and realize, oh my goodness, this is what I'm going to need for this and for this. I had no idea that this applies to almost everything in life, like math. Back it up. Look at life in that higher perspective. Enjoy life more. When you can see those birds flying, when you can see the animals, when you can see the trees blowing, and you have a bigger perspective, you are able to taste life with more enjoyment. And goodness, it's your life. Taste it, live it, enjoy it, and look at life with that higher perspective. And when you need to back up and put yourself on that mountain, do it. And breathe, feel that fresh air. Let that air go into the lungs and just let it rejuvenate you. When you change your perspective on life, there is so much that comes into focus. So do that.